3-season or 4-season? That is the question. Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about that and the practicality of it. Before we get all hung up on 4-season or 3-season, let's look at what are you going to do with it. Just like if you had a small yard, would you use a tractor or would you buy a push mower? Which makes more sense? Or if you were going to buy a new SUV, do you need one that's bulletproof or would a normal SUV work? Which makes more sense? Most RVers are fair weather campers, and they'll camp in the spring, the summer, and the fall, taking their weekends and 2-3 week vacations here and there. Even full-time RVers, they're called snowbirds where I'm from, and they'll head out from up north before it really gets cold and head down south. Most RVers' tolerances will still be tested even with a cool or brisk evening around a fire roasting marshmallows. When an RVer thinks about getting away for a weekend or a week, this is not what comes into their mind. It's also worth noting that even if you do have a 4-season coach with these upgraded insulation packages, if you do freeze your coach and there's damage from cold weather, there's not a manufacturer out there that will cover this damage under their warranties. It's very easy to tell a 3-season coach from a 4-season by looking underneath. If you see tanks exposed, that is a 3-season. If the underbelly is enclosed and sealed, you don't see tanks, that will be insulated, not necessarily fan force heated. A lot of manufacturers will use pads on tanks, or they will run a heat duct fairly close to a tank where it gets radiant heat off of that. Very few coaches have fan-forced heat underbellies. So unless you just absolutely have to have a 4-season coach and don't mind paying extra for that, I would suggest look at a 3-season coach. They're a great value. I've been an RVer for over 30 years. I've also been a RV industry insider for the last 15 years. I personally have owned 4 RVs. The first 2 were 3-season. The last 2 have been 4-season coaches. And I've enjoyed all of them, and I highly recommend a 3-season coach. There's a few things that I do like about a 3-season coach over a 4-season, and that is, one, like I said, I can look underneath. I can check my tanks to see if there's any damage. If there's any leaks that have developed. A lot of times with a 4-season coach, you won't know it until you start seeing water dripping down from somewhere in the underbelly, and a lot of those panels sometimes will collect the water and it'll run off to a different area, so you won't really know exactly where that leak is. Now you got to take that whole underbelly down to find it, where with the tank that's exposed you can see right away where it's at. I also corrugated aluminum side. A lot of people don't like that, but frankly, I think that that's a very easy coach to repair should something happen over a fiberglass sided vacuum bonded coach. The aluminum siding, those will typically have a batten insulation instead of styrofoam insulation. Nice thing about that is you don't ever have to worry about an aluminum sided coach delaminating. Fiberglass will delaminate if there is a water leak and it starts loosening the glue behind the fiberglass. That is an expensive repair to make, and it's not one that most people can make at home. So what we're talking about really is water damage, and that is the #1 enemy of an RV is water. So as long as you can keep your coach sealed, stay ahead of it, don't wait until you see a leak, go up and inspect your roof on a regular basis. Anytime you see anything that looks like it may start, go ahead and get some sealant and take care of it. As long as you stay ahead of it, any coach will last. As always, thank you for watching our video. Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you stay up to date on all the latest videos that we release. Also, check out our blog website, wolfrvblog.com. There you'll find all kinds of downloadable checklists and worksheets. You'll find all kinds of videos on troubleshooting, how-to videos, coach reviews, campground reviews, trips, you name it. It's a lot of information, a lot of fun. Go check it out.